Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the SUG.org's weekly video. My name is Sean Bordner and I am joined with Nick Swan.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us, Nick, today. And we are in Vegas at the SharePoint 2009 conference. And so I guess my first question, Nick, would be, how have you enjoyed the conference so far?
It's been great, yeah. I mean, we've got a stand here, so I've been working on the stand, which has been quite hard work, 8 hours a day, and that kind of stuff. But so I've not been to many sessions, but the feedback we've heard from the sessions has been really, really good. Yeah,
absolutely. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's just dive right into the questions then. The first question would be, Nick, if you could call out just one thing that the IT professional, that role, is really, really going to love about SharePoint 2010, what would that one thing be?
I would say the business connectivity services. It's something that we're focusing on as a company. As a company, we're experts in BDC, Business Data Catalog. VCS is the new version of Business Data Catalog. It's got a lot of functionality in it that's going to help end users develop with our IT Pro. From the IT Pro perspective, with the Business Data Catalog, you had to upload your XML file directly to the shared service provider, which is a bit of an issue if you wanted end users to configure the BDC stuff. You didn't want them to be messing around with the SSP or giving them access to it necessarily. So with the tool in the SharePoint Designer, your end users now can go away and configure the BCS if it's a large organisation and get up and go with it straight away. They don't need to contact the IT.
That's huge.
There is a certain risk in there as well, such as you don't want them querying thousands and thousands of records from a database in one go. So the BCS has got some throttling built into it as well.
Okay.
So you can throttle and limit the amount of data they can pull all in one go, do it in batches, batch inserts, batch selects, all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot more scalable and a better solution.
Very nice. Very cool. Okay, same question, but different role. What would be the one thing for the developer?
Well, the tooling has got better. So, as a company, as you well know, we developed a tooling for the Business Data Catalog because there wasn't really anything out there. So there's some tooling you're going to get out of the box now for the BCS.
Sure.
There is the SharePoint Designer, as we said, which you can use for simple scenarios. And then there's also the BCS tooling within Visual Studio. So this will allow you to go through and create your model, write the code, the C# code. Because the great thing with the BCS is now you can have a .NET assembly as a data source. And this makes it so much more powerful. So rather than just connecting directly to SQL Server or Oracle, .NET C# code can go to Oracle or SQL Server or both at the same time, bring the data together and present it to the BCS. So your developers are going to have writing code, is very powerful. You can do anything you want to this code, really. So the options are almost limitless.
The developer really like that.
Yeah. So the tooling from Microsoft is good for the BCS. So they've raised their bar. So us at Lightning Tools, we've had to raise our bar and come up with a new tool for BCS. BCS Metaman. Yeah. So we do. It's a Visual Studio add-in now. We've still got the same drag and drop experience, and it will generate the BCS model for you as well. It's all the C# code, so you can still press F5, off you go, it'll work straight away.
Very cool. Okay. And lastly, the same question, but apply this to the end user. I'm an end user. Why do I care at SharePoint 2010? Okay. What's in it for me?
So I'm sure some people you've spoken to have had a different topic for each of these different groups of people, but for me it's going to be the same, the BCS.
Sure.
It's great. I mean, there's the client functionality now. So within Office 2007 BDC, you can do a bit of stuff with the document information panel, tagging your documents with metadata and things like that. But now you can use the data directly within your Word documents. You can insert direct data back to the BCS, back to a line of business data system from within the Word documents and sheets. And you can also take the data offline as well. So if you're a traveling salesperson, whatever, take that BCS data offline with you, go away, do some inserts, updates, whatever, come back online and you'll sync it up.
Very cool. So as an end user, I can open up a Word document, fill in some meta tag information, company name, title, whatever, hit save. I don't need to know what's happening from there. What's really happening is it's going to end up in SharePoint, which is going to end up back in some data store somewhere. Could be some existing line of business system, anywhere.
Another cool thing as well is now you can tag BCS external content types, which is what we used to know as entities, BDC. You can create them as kind of Outlook types. So if you've got a contacts coming through, a contacts external contact type, you can map that to Outlook fields. So now you can take that contacts external type into Outlook, and it will look like just a normal contact in Outlook. So yeah, that's really, really good.
Cool, thanks. And the very last question, a lot of the users or the members of the users group are understandably asking the question, I'm already on 2007, I love 2007.
Yeah.
What's in it for me for upgrading to SharePoint 2010?
The BCS stuff, I mean, BDC was great. It was great for demoing.
Sure.
it was really powerful as a first attempt at doing this kind of integration side of stuff with SharePoint. People did get frustrated with the functionality that was there out of the box. VCS is obviously their second go at this kind of thing, and it's got so much more functionality and so many more features, the kind of things we just talked about now. To be honest, it makes it a no-brainer really to upgrade and get going. And it will upgrade really well as well, nicely, because your business data catalog application will continue to work. You develop the VCS and your connectivity stuff on it's a separate service. It will upgrade nicely, and your existing stuff will still work if you're using the BDC.
Well, Nick, thank you so much for your time. I know the users are going to get a lot out of this. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.